Hello and welcome to Ryno's Orioles Report. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Wow. That was a bad series in Minnesota. Expected the Orioles to get at least one win, and they couldn't even do that in 3 games. Wow. This team has got to turn something around. To a certain extent, some of that really is getting some of these guys healthy. With Westberg, Arias, O'Neill, Cowser on the injured list. Oh, and Gary Sanchez, your backup catcher. Yeah, offense is going to be down a little bit because now you're at your second or third option on some of these guys. And that's why runners in scoring position numbers hurt. Because the top of the order gets on, and then the bottom of the order are all these replacements that are third or fourth on the depth chart now. Yeah, of course they're not going to come through. There's a reason why they were in the minor leagues. And the pitching side of it. Again, got to get some of these guys healthy to a certain extent. Because again, yeah, you look at how your starters perform and some of them just don't perform that good. Well, again, if they're your, I guess technically we want to go roll in there with 5 starters, but if they're your 10th or 11th option to start a game, yeah, not going to perform that well. So let's get to game 1. As you can see, I'm on MASNsports.com. Minnesota Twins were 16-20 going into this game. This was Tuesday night's game. Yeah, Orioles couldn't even get one win off a sub-500 team. Terrible. Baltimore Orioles 1, Minnesota Twins 9. Yeah. Cedric Mullins 0 for 3 strikeouts. Henderson 0 for, though he did walk once. Rutschman 0 for with 1 walk. O'Hearn 0 for with 1 walk. Wow. Mountcastle hitting RBI. All right. He needs to get going. It is somewhat of a good sign that Mountcastle was the only guy to drive in a run. That is maybe a step, not steps. Step in the right direction for him offensively. Holiday with a hit. Kerstad with a hit. Yeah. Kobe Mayo over. Again, Westberg and Arias on the IL, so that's why Mayo and Emmanuel Rivera are on the team at the same time. Dylan Carlson over. Mountcastle actually had a double there. Mayo with a fielding error. Yeah. He doesn't look good at the plate, and he doesn't look that good in the field. He's a what number prospect in MLB pipeline? Are they looking at the same thing? I don't think they're looking at the same stats. I mean, either that or when you send Kobe Mayo to the minor leagues, he kicks everybody's ass, and then he comes up to the major league and gets his ass kicked. That's weird. Because usually you would think, oh, the glove would be there. Ball comes towards you, you put glove on it, ball go in glove. Yeah. He actually had another drop that actually they didn't call an error because it was more of a hot shot. That's why they call it the hot corner. So it wasn't exactly something easy to handle. But it's fine. Call it one error. I'm not too broken up about that. The error, and maybe that's why they called that one an error and the other one not an error, because one allowed that runner to come in, whereas he would have been out and not come in, and the other one really was inconsequential. Cade Povich sticking it out for 103 pitches over 6 innings. It's not terrible. He did come out for that 6th inning. He was in the mid-80s somewhere. So, yeah, what happened in the 6th inning? I feel like it took him a minute to get through the 6th inning. He didn't give up any runs, but it took him a minute to get through that 6th. Gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. That, other than the runs, that seems like a fine line. 6 hits, only 1 hit an inning, that's not terrible. The problem is Buxton here with a double. Correa here with a home run. That hurts you. Two of those hits were extra bases. One of them being a home run. Yeah. And the bullpen, which has been a strong suit at one point or another, gave up some runs in this series. They did. They gave up a lot of runs. Far too many for only pitching a few innings. Here's Perez and Bowman tag teaming the 7th inning. Bowman getting 2 outs, Perez getting the first out. Not before giving up 2 runs, only 1 earned. Walking 1, striking out 1. Bowman, again, pitching the final 2 outs of the 7th inning, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Damn. Gregory Soto, finally we get to see Gregory Soto in a game. I feel like Brandon Hyde forgot that Gregory Soto existed in that Kansas City Royals series, so how long of a layoff is this? Well, Monday was an off day, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. A lot of days off for a relief pitcher. That's not that great. It's possible he was dealing with something and they just didn't tell us. And apparently nobody asked. Except me. But they don't answer my questions. Gregory Soto pitching the full 8th inning. Gives up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. That's a nice performance. Too bad we couldn't have gotten that last night. Yay! Let's get to the second game, Wednesday's game. Baltimore Orioles 2, Minnesota Twins 5. Again, only a few innings where the Twins are scoring. Well, you pitch to Buxton and he hits home runs. That's what happens. Cedric Mullins over. Well, damn. Henderson 1 hit, Rutschman 1 hit, O'Hearn 2 hits, Mountcastle a hit, Holiday over, did walk once. Ramon Laureano 2 hits and an RBI. Kerstad 2 hits and an RBI. About time. Rivera with 1 hit. Yeah, that's the kind of shitty thing with Kobe Mayo. He's up here. You want him to get playing time. Otherwise, what the hell is he up here for? But yet, he's not hitting. He's not even playing the field well. But Emmanuel Rivera is. He made a few, I want to say at least 2, because I swear I saw him do it at least twice. Weekly hit balls hit in the infield, and he comes charging in, scooping and throwing on the run, getting his man. Nice throws, nice scoops all around. Flashing leather out there. So, yeah. You don't want Kobe Mayo to be sitting on his ass up here. Because the only way he's going to get better is with consistent playing time. But yet, he's not playing well enough. And somebody that will be playing in his spot if he's not in the lineup is playing well. So what do? Perfectly honest, I think you got to send him back down. But at the same time, does that hurt him? I mean, he's the one that gets all butthurt about not being selected to make the club out of spring training, and then he finally gets his shot and he's blowing it. He's booting it like he boots baseballs on the infield. Laureano with a home run and a double. Apparently the only one that could get an extra base hit. Holiday caught stealing, which they called him safe, and Minnesota challenges, and I'm looking and it's, how do you see any evidence to overturn that? How do you see definitively that his hand didn't get in there before the tag? No way I see that. No fucking way. And at the same time, a challenge yesterday, close play at the plate, Emmanuel Rivera sliding way outside, slapping his hand down on the plate. The only place his hand comes down is on the plate. So when they show that shot from down the third baseline, his hand clearly comes down on the ground before the glove touches his shoulder. So, I'm going to go with some of the shit that is still going wrong for the Orioles is the stupid jackass umpires screwing us. On purpose. Because here they're reversing calls, and here you can clearly see the hand touch the ground before the glove touches the shoulder. He's safe. What the hell are you doing with us? You're intentionally trying to screw us over. You don't like that David Rubenstein said that there needs to be a salary cap. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Though I don't know why you guys would hate that. Because then you don't have to spend as much money on your players. Then I guess people like the Dodgers or the Yankees think, oh, I'll win less because I can't just buy my World Series. I guess. Charlie Morton getting the start in this game. Because technically the Orioles don't have 5 starters if you put Charlie Morton in the bullpen. Hopefully that changes in this upcoming series. We'll see. All in all, not that bad of a performance for Charlie Morton, for 2025 Charlie Morton. 4 runs, 4 hits. 3 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. That's a good 2025 Charlie Morton outing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's still 0-7 on the year. Yeah, I mean, that is the problem with this organization. Bad luck. They've had a lot of bad luck over the years because you spend for free agents and they don't come through for you at all. I mean, how many times have you seen the Orioles bring in a free agent and they actually come through, let's say a high-valued free agent? How many times do they actually come through? It doesn't happen often. At least not in this century, I don't think. Ooh. I feel like they never seem to get the good free agents. And they just don't have enough money to take multiple chances. Because to a certain extent, that's what some of the big clubs do. The New Yorks and the LAs, they have the money to take multiple chances. And they get results because of the high volume of chances. One of them, or they have more, there's a more likelihood that one of those guys or somebody in that free agent pool is going to come through for them if you're bringing in 10 of them. You bring in 1, but Orioles really can't do that. They can't afford to miss. They got to hit. They got to hit when they bring the free agents in. It just doesn't happen that often. It really doesn't. Brian Baker gets the 5th inning here. 1 full inning pitch, gives up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. All right, bullpen, do your job. So Anthony Dominguez in for the 6th inning. It is only 1 run, but does give up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Well, still though, 5 runs total in a game isn't that bad. Of course, it's bad if your offense doesn't do nothing. Almost the exact same line for Aiken in the 7th. 1 full inning pitch, gives up 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, 1 strikeout. Come on, offense, let's do something. 1 for 4 runners in scoring position, which isn't terrible, I guess. You'd like it to be better than 250. Matt Bowman in for the 8th inning. I guess it's kind of nice losing on the road because then it's 1 less inning you got to pitch. Because at least you're not giving up runs. 1 full inning pitch, doesn't give up 1 hit, but no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. All right. Got to turn something around. But no. Day game, Thursday's game, Baltimore Orioles 2, Minnesota Twins 5. Mullins getting a day off finally, because he never gets a day off because who else you have in the outfield? Thanks, Cowser. Henderson, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Jackson Holliday moved up to second in the lineup, 1 hit. Though those two got 5 at-bats, so it's not great. O'Hearn, 1 hit, started in right field. Yeah, that's the problem with giving Mullins a day off. Ryan Mountcastle, 1 hit and RBI. Ramon Laureano starting in center field. That's why Ramon Laureano not available for one of the corner spots. So guess who played the corner spots? Well, you know one of them. Heston Laureano, 1 hit and a walk. I guess that's one free agent that's doing something, even though he's making less than $1 million. Or, I don't know, I said in one of my earlier videos. I don't remember right now. Kerstad, 0 for 3 strikeouts. Yeah. Cedric Mullins does come in late for a defensive replacement. So I don't know why, but whatever. It's fine. Ended up not working. Kerstad in left, O'Hearn in right. Yeah, one of them was going to boot a ball. Yeah, O'Hearn booted one. That's the problem. You can't. They're just subpar in the outfield. They are. So when you want to give Mullins a day off, so you put Laureano in center. Well, Carlson has to be out there. You have to. I don't care that your offensive suffering. Maybe sit Kerstad's ass down because he's not really doing much. Mullins did not get in at bat. Kobe Mayo, DH. Did get a hit. So, that's not terrible. But at the same time, Manuel Rivera at third base, 3 hits and an RBI. so who's going in your lineup every day now with Westberg and Arias on the IL? Rivera, obviously. Maverick Hanley in there, giving Adley Rutschman a day off, at least to start anyway. Does get his first major league hit, so congratulations to him. Adley Rutschman does come in a pinch hit late, but over. Rivera with 2, Mountcastle with 1, Laureano as well with doubles. This is really why they lost the game, right here. Team RSIP, runners in scoring position, 2 for 13. Yeah, they got the hits. They just couldn't get them when it mattered. Dean Kramer gets the start in this game. Really disappointing that the offense and the bullpen screwed over Dean Kramer right here. 7 innings pitched, 86 pitches. Gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. I know what you're saying. Brandon Hyde, you should have left him out there. He threw 7 innings. So, what do you think is going to happen if you send Kramer out there for the 8th or you put Cano in? Who do you think's got a better shot? It's a toss-up. But at the same time, you have your higher leverage relievers available. Not been pitching much. Might be part of the problem why they look like shit. They've been looking like shit recently. Probably because they're not pitching that much. That knife's edge, it just ain't sharp. You got to make sure their knife's edge stays sharp. Cano only able to get 1 out in the 8th inning. Very disappointing. And he actually doesn't even give up a hit to do it. He was up 2 runs, 2 walks, strikes out 1. Yeah, well, you bring in Gregory Soto, get the final 2 outs of the 8th inning. He lets all or 2, I think. Well, Cano doesn't give up a hit, so yeah, Soto lets both of Cano's walks come in and gives up a run of his own. Great. 2/3 of innings pitched, gives up 2 hits, 1 run, walks 1, strikes out 2. What? Y'all struck out the side while giving up 3 walks, 2 hits, and 3 runs. What? What? But that's what I'm talking about, about the knife's edge not being sharp. Because how'd they get the outs? They got the outs on strikeouts. So the stuff is there. It's just not as crisp as it really should be. Yes, I understand. Oh, what? I don't want to use him in this game because then I can't use him for next game. Well, you gotta get him to that next game with a sharp edge. How do you don't do that by having them sit on their ass the whole time. Oh well, there it is. Lost another series, got swept right out of Minnesota. How about that? All right, let's get to a few articles here. Matt Bowman DFA'd. How many innings did he even pitch this series? Well, I was kind of surprised. It's not even a full inning there. Oh, God damn it. It's a full inning there. So, I mean, he pitched almost 2 innings in that series. Not having the greatest recent series, but we'll see what Colin Selby can do here. Hopefully Bowman will stay with the organization. We'll see. But Colin Selby back up with the team. Though Colin Selby probably not going to last through the whole series with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim Angels. Something. Whatever the Angels are called. The California Angels of Anaheim currently in Los Angeles. Something. I don't know. They're the Angels. What city they're located in? I'm confused. I think it's Anaheim, but it also is LA or something. Very confusing. Says by Rock Kabatko, giving us all this good information here. Eflin and O'Neill are expected to rejoin the team in this series with the Angels. Oh, it does say in Anaheim. Well, Rock Kabako calls it Anaheim, so I'm going to stop calling it LA. The thought is that O'Neill will be activated for tonight's game, Friday's game. Who's going to go away? Probably Carlson, because he's just not being utilized. You want Kjerstad to get the at-bats because having him go down to minor league doesn't really do anything except give him consistent at-bats. Though to a certain extent, maybe he could go down there and work on how to be a clutch hitter. Right now, he's an automatic vehicle. Ain't got no clutch. Eflin, the likely move is Selby now, because how many pitchers have options left? Not many. Do you really want to DFA Charlie Morton right now? No, not really. Though he's your 5th starter. So he goes back to the pen. Eflin going into the rotation. Selby back down to minor leagues. So hopefully we'll see. Well, I don't know if hopefully is the right word, but it might be beneficial for Brandon Hyde to actually use Colin Selby in these first 2 games just to soak up some innings. Hopefully we don't need to, because who's scheduled? Sagano and Gibson scheduled to start off the series. Hopefully they go 7-8 innings. That'd be awesome. But we'll see. But hopefully we're going to see Zach Eflin and Tyler O'Neill again in this series. Something I alluded to in the start of this show. Things that need to turn around. Get some of these guys healthy. Hopefully that's happening. Wrap this show up. Orioles. Now see, this says Los Angeles Angels. I don't know. Whatever. Playing the Angels. If they're in Los Angeles or Anaheim, it's weird. But because I almost suspect that they want to say Los Angeles because Los Angeles is fancy and it's more money and stuff. Playing the Angels out there in Los Angeles. Game 1 scheduled for 9:38. That'll be Friday's game. Saturday's game scheduled for 9:30, 8 p.m. West Coast, so the times are, yeah, wonderful. Sunday's game scheduled for 4:07. And off day Monday. So that will do it for this edition of Ryno's Orioles Report. Please stay tuned for Monday, and we'll discuss the series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Ryno, and this is Birdland.